Welcome to the another video of Cricket Thrill. On 4th June 1971 at Edgbaston Stadium, Birmingham, a lean and bespectacled youngster started his journey towards becoming one of the greatest batsmen the game has ever seen. That day, Zaheer Abbas hit a monumental 274 to herald his arrival at the international stage. In only his second test and in the alien and difficult conditions of England, Zaheer batted with self-aplomb and alluded to what will come from him in the future. Such was his confidence and command that it looked like he had been playing in England for years. During the knock, he became the first batsman to complete 1000 runs in a county season, fastest in terms of 21 years. 3 years later, he knocked another double hundred, this time at the Oval in London when he scored 240 to be the precise. As a legendary cricketer turned commentator, the late Richie Benaud described, rocking over the back foot, splendid strokes, beautiful footwork. He is a treat to watch. Those two innings epitomize Zaheer's affinity to English pitches as he learned the status of a great in county cricket. Plundering runs at will, he became a cult hero for Gloucestershire County in a career spanning from 1972 till 1984. From Wally Headman to Tom Greaney to Zaheer Abbas, Gloucestershire boasted of class at batting crease. He achieved the rare feat of scoring a double hundred and a hundred in the same match for 4 occasions, and all were unconquered not-outs. A former county teammate, Alistair Hignall, termed himself lucky to have seen the master from 22 years, standing mesmerized at the non-striker's end. When Zaheer Abbas was at the crease, the whole thing looked ridiculously simple, upright and elegant. He was equally at crease of front foot or back foot. But such were his reflexes that quite often switched from one to the other mid-shot, stylish and graceful. He never seemed to hurry a stroke or offer a false one. At the top of back left, with more trails than a cheerleader's baton, he seemed to pause for a fraction of a second before bringing the bat crashing down at the last moment to send the ball scorching away to the boundary. Despite the sunglasses, he had the eyesight of an eagle. He also had the wrist of a squash player. It may have looked effortless, fluent and rhythmic, and all the other adjectives that were short on Zed's batting. But when Zaheer hit a ball, it stayed hit, and such was his feel for a gap that it rarely went straight to a fielder. Amassing runs in county cricket as well as at international level, Zaheer became the first and the only Asian to complete 100 centuries in first-class cricket. That milestone was reached against arch rivals India in the Lahore Test in December 1982. Zaheer was class personified. He executed elegance, mastery, free-flowing approach, wrist power, and brilliant stroke play. His presence at the crease would hypnotize the bowler as well as the fan in the stands and viewers on the television. Famous as Zed amongst his teammates and fans, he was a voracious run scorer. His cover driving off the front foot and the back foot was a real joy to behold. He was a stroke player by nature, a trait which he would never curb, albeit on any type of wicket and against any bowling attack. Such was his concentration level that he could bat for a longer period of time. Just like his two marvelous double hundreds against England in the early part of his career, Zaheer Abbas had two defining series against arch rival India. When the bilateral India-Pakistan series was revived in 1978, Zaheer Abbas smashed 176 and 96 in the Faisalabad Test, followed by 235 not out in Lahore. 4 years later, India had to bear the brunt of Zaheer in full flow. He became the first batsman to notch up a hat-trick of centuries in one-day international. That was spiced up with another double century in Lahore, his 100th first-class century. Zaheer Abbas karo, stop it Zaheer Abbas became a famous shout from the Indian players in the field when the batting machine was punishing them for four. Indians great Sunil Gavaskar said he learned a lot from his Pakistani counterpart. When you see him him bat. Even if you are off the field, you enjoy watching him bat, although it was at your team's expense. But the elegance and the class of the man also make you try to learn from it. He was never happy with a 50 or 100. He wanted to score a double hundred. In his post-retirement, Zaheer Abbas also served as match referee, team manager, and batting coach. He was also the last president of the ICC from 2015 to 2016 before the post was abolished. For this colossal services to the game, Zaheer was inducted in the ICC Hall of the Fame in August 2020. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.